Good morning and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. My name is Sherry. Today we are going to be doing homemade chili. So with the homemade chili, we are doing one of my favorite recipes. We are having no beans in our chili. Even though my husband and I, we really do like the beans in there. The other kids don't like it, but they absolutely love chili. So with that, it's a no bean chili. Now, if you want to add beans, go for it. It calls for red kidney beans. But you can use pretty much to whatever you want. Now I'm just taking my onions and I'm going to go ahead and give these a quick little chop. You still want them bite-sized. Oh, let me turn on the stove and get this going. And that way, this could be heating up. You want to do your chili in a nice, heavy bottomed pot. I have my beautiful Dutch oven that I got. You can use any one that you have on handy that's nice and heavy duty. That can withstand chili. I am making a double batch. I am going to link the recipe down below for you. And the recipe down below calls for a single batch. My husband does not work tonight. Today is Thursday. But we will have this for like lunches over the next couple of days, which isn't a big deal. Once this oil is all nice and heated up, which I think it might be, I'm going to test it. Nope, not quite yet. So when that gets heated all up, we're going to add the onions in. We're not a huge fan of diced tomatoes. This recipe calls for 2, but I'm only going to add 1 thing of diced tomatoes in there. And then you got my seasonings. I already divided them up. I make my own chili seasonings. So this is that. I can link my recipe down below. I think I've got a video on it. I've got then the sugar, teaspoon, 4 tablespoons, of sugar. And then salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is to your taste. And then you go ahead and I believe this should be ready. Yeah, I can hear this going on. So I'm going to add all this in here. While this is getting ready to go, I want to show my brand new cutting board. Got this free on Kohl's. When Kohl's has their Kohl's Cash, I love the Kohl's Cash. You don't get a lot of stuff from Kohl's, but you know, like normally like back to school or stuff, we do go there and get some items, get the Kohl's Cash. This time around, my husband and I both needed a few items from there, and we got like $40, $40 worth of Kohl's Cash. So I bought myself a brand new cutting board, and that was absolutely wonderful because I needed it. Also too, we changed our insides. Let me show you. So these drawers, I really needed to organize in here. I didn't take you long for it, but we needed separation. We had so much stuff. And then all the way over here too, I'm just gonna show you my kitchen real quick. We've got this here, so these are all my knives now. There you go. My knives, all the silverware, the stuff I don't use so much, all the way in the back. And then we also changed this one out too. Oop. Somehow that got in there. So then this is my organization on here. These are all the kitchen stuff. And then I got my other stuff back here that I don't use all that often. But yeah, I mean, I really didn't have an organized system. So I thought it'd be a great idea to go ahead and take advantage of that when I did. I got those online at Sam's Club. They had a save $5 when you buy those, so I just saved 15 bucks a piece on those. All about savings in these days, because sometimes every little dollar helps. So I got 2 pounds of ground beef. They're going in, just like I got here. My 1-year anniversary at Publix. So I got a free bouquet of flowers. It's all about where you save and where you go. So now you're going to cook this down for about 5 to 10 minutes. You got to make sure that, even 15 if you need to, you got to make sure that all of your beef is thoroughly browning. Alright, so I noticed that I am running very low on my peppers. Oops. You know, I was going to get my funnel. Let me go ahead and grab out my funnel. I've cleaned the countertops down. They're sanitized. Now I do know that I still have a few coming out here, but that's okay. There we go. Now I do like fresh cracked pepper when I go ahead and make something over my, so I like using it at the end when I do my finishing. I use the ground pepper like you see me in here, and that is, I use for inside the actual recipes. I just do a little bit at a time. This is just a coffee grinder. Oh, I got it on backwards. That's silly. Come on. She's playing. Oh, I gotta turn it that way. Now I like it on the fine setting. Yep, that looks delicious. And just like that, you have home grind pepper. perfect. And it gives you this little brush here on the back. So you can go ahead and get everything all out. And now it's good to go. I have my fresh ground pepper now. That is how empty our refrigerator is. But we are getting ready to go and get some nice meals prepped and put in here. This is the rice that we're going to use tonight. Those are the overnight oats that my husband enjoys. Now we are getting ready to go and do garlic because I have run out 100% on my garlic pucks. And I did make a video on it, but I will just do a brief little show you what I do in just a second. Let me finish getting ready first. Had to turn the fan on. Look at all of that condensation that's coming in over the stove. Oh my goodness. That just, I'm gonna wipe that down. All right, so before we start with the garlic, I gotta get this finished going. This is all said and done. So you see here how we got a beautiful browning going on here. Now you're gonna wanna add all of the seasonings. So I'm just gonna add it all in here, all together. Wow, it smells good already. Okay, once now this meat is all combined, we're gonna add the broth. Now this is 4 cups. I need to go and grab 2 more. Unfortunately, this is not my homemade broth. I wish it was. The beef broth is on my schedule for this weekend. Once you add that, you're going to want to add all the other ingredients. You're going to add 2 tomato sauces. Because remember, I'm only adding 1 thing of diced. So I still want that tomato flavor, but I am not a fan of diced. Then we're going to add 2 of the tomato paste. This particular recipe asks for 4 tablespoons. And each one of these cans is 2 tablespoons. And then you're going to let this simmer for about 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30. Then it's ready to eat. this. You want also to bring this up to like a low boil. And then before you serve, you know, you want to adjust your seasoning. So if you think you need a little bit more salt, go for it. It's always better to add more salt in if you need it than take it away. And you certainly don't have to add any salt in here whatsoever. All right, well, this brings up to a low boil. We're gonna cut some garlic. So I'm gonna show you the garlic. That's the garlic. I get it at Sam's Club. My family, we go through garlic like crazy, so there is no way that I can produce here on my homestead the amount of garlic that we need to last us the year. So this is how I do it. Scrape the sides down. I want to make sure that I get a nice fine garlic in there. Now there have been times where I have added like water in here. I'm sorry, not water, oil. Just to help get the consistency that I want. But the last, I think 2 or 3 times I've done this, I've done it without the oil, and I actually like it a little bit better. I mean, I wasn't adding a lot, but I like the consistency a little bit better too. And then that's it. We just keep grinding away. So this is how the chili is. It's now simmering. It looks absolutely delicious. I have not tasted it yet, but I will soon. We've got this cheese. It was beehive cheese, and that was the cheese that we did the buy one, get one free a while back. So we're going to be using that on top. It's kind of in between like a mozzarella and a cheddar. So that's going to be very delicious on this. So yeah, my husband did the dishes, took them all out of the dishwasher for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and add all of these in here up at the top. I'm one of those ones where I like to have a clean kitchen as I go. I'm one of those types of personalities. I'm like, what's that, the type A? I'm a type A personality in the kitchen. I work, and then I clean up, and then I work a little bit more and I clean up. I don't like to go ahead and put it off, because then I'm gonna actually hate to go ahead and clean up. So I really try to clean up as I go. So all what we're doing here, so I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Here, let me show you. Well, let me get a couple of more going, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I do on this. Now these were 3-pound bag. So this is 6 pounds of garlic. And I don't remember off the top of my head how much I paid for them over at Sam's Club. I'll let you know in a few minutes. I just want to go ahead, get another one of these down. All right, so this is how it's going to look. We're going to fill this whole tray up, and then I have another tray behind me to fill up. All right, so we got about 116 garlic pucks. We got some all right there, some all right there. Now what we're gonna do is freeze these for about 24 hours, and then we're gonna go ahead and bag them up. So the chili is all done. I'm just dicing up a few slices of onions. There's a few people in our family that love onions on top of their chili. I'm one of those ones that I love onions and cheese with a little dollop of sour cream. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little taste test here right now for you. I mean, it's only a little after 3 o'clock, so we're not gonna do full-on dinner right at this moment, but I am gonna go ahead, and I've got the cheese cut up. Put a couple of dollops of cheese in here, a few onions. We're gonna give this a nice little taste. The house smells absolutely wonderful. My son come out and my husband come out, and they're like, what is that smell? And I said, it's chili. Now, I don't make chili all that often, maybe like once every 3 months or so. I really, I was used to making a lot of lasagna. It was simple, it was quick, it was easy, because what I would do is make like a double or a triple batch of lasagna. I would do like 1 or 2 meat, or like 1 meat, 1 vegetable, and 1 just plain cheese, because we try to do like a meatless Monday. So I would then do a veggie lasagna or a cheese lasagna, and I think I lasagnaed them out. So I have to remember now not to make my foods in that much of a rotation for them to go ahead and say, you need to back off a bit, Mom, because I haven't made lasagna in over a year. And when I still ask my people that love lasagna, they're like, no, we're still kind of good, you know, let's wait a little longer. So I'm like, all right. Oh yeah, that is absolutely delicious. And with that cheese, gives it that nice little bite that I look for in a really good, nice cheese on top of a delicious chili. I'm gonna link the recipe down below. I have a video too that I'll link and up here, letting you know that it's called bagging the garlic and making homemade vanilla extract. So I'll put that link, or maybe I'll post the video on the side so you can see what I normally would do after I go ahead and get the vanilla, not the vanilla, well, you can watch the vanilla too. When I usually get done making all these garlic pucks, I put them in a Ziploc bag and take care of it all. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for coming into my home. I want to say, if you are liking these videos, please make sure you like and share. Make comments down below. Tell me if you've made my chili here. Tell me if you made any other one of my recipes. Tell me if there's any recipes out there that you would like. All of my recipes, either they're mine or I've altered them to be mine. If I really didn't alter them that much, then I will link them the recipes down below and show you to the right people who have actually made that and I followed their ingredients. So again, I want to say thank you. And most importantly though, if you do like these videos, go ahead and subscribe. Also to hit the notification bell so you become alert when I go ahead and send out new videos. I try to do them at least 3 times a week. I may up it to 4 times a week, so then that way you don't miss any of my videos. And always keep on cooking. Bye.